on that guy like me.
No, I look. It's just amazing, though, like how close the Raiders are.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
There's a lot of close plays that just aren't going their way. And, you know, you look at Pittsburgh, who's fighting for a playoff berth. They have a call that's so close where Derek Carr, he fumbled the football. This one, to me, it's a fumble, but we'll see what the replay decides. But it just seems to go that way. If things are going bad, things go bad. Just, man, that was close. We almost had that.
Well, I mean, you just look at their game last week. I mean, they were right there with Kansas City.
Yep.
And, you know, the Chiefs have lost all of 2 games this year. Play here, play there. 4th down penalty when you're going for it. False start in the 3rd down. And your 3rd down in a yard. I mean, John Gruden, you know, made a comment to us on Friday. And you brought it up earlier. What a tremendous responsibility this is to build this thing from the ground up, and that's exactly what they're doing. All right, here we go.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands as called. It's an incomplete pass. Oakland will be charged with its 2nd timeout of the half, and is out of challenges for the remainder of the game.
So both challenges by John Gruden have come up short, costing him timeouts.
Great play by RP. Here's what I thought, that the ball was knocked loose by his left hand right there. Wasn't confirmed. Stand. So. Way up.
Right, so 2nd down now. Dobbs, much better protection. And it's intercepted. The ball was batted. And then picked off by Whitehead. I'm sure we're going to wait on a replay of this as well, because they have to review every change of possession.
Great job by Garyon Conley. Dante has plenty of time, and again, they're trying to help him out with play action. The most consistent player, Whitehead, has made a great play, but this is Garyon Conley again, avoiding the pass interference, the discipline to come over the top, to keep the right hand off Antonio Brown, and swatting it away. Just a tremendous effort by Garyon Conley and Tyre Whitehead with the pick, making plays when a play needs to be made.
You know, a lot of people forget Conley, a #1 pick out of Ohio State, from your hometown, in fact. Massillon, Ohio, same high school.
Yeah, Massillon Tiger, making a play.
And, you know, he only played 2 games his entire rookie year, then he got hurt. So he is playing a full NFL season for the first time. And he's coming on strong. They're excited by his play. Martin lost a yard, but Dupree on the stop, and that'll be the final play in this 3rd quarter. We got a ball game. The Steelers with a golden chance to pick up ground on the Ravens, who lost earlier today, and the Raiders trying to spoil those thoughts.
Our members shop a little differently, so we reward every purchase.
Let's see what Kate's in. For you, for all of us. That's for me.
Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
How much time?
6 minutes and we're a baked potato.
Take a message back to your people. Welcome to the galaxy.
Yorville, December 30th on Fox.
We think we know them, the superstars who live their lives on camera or on a court or red carpet. But I want their real story, who they are off the field, behind the headlines, and away from the spotlight. You know, when they're at home. Because here, nothing is off limits.
It's All Fair Game with Christine Lakey. Weekdays at 5:30 Eastern on FS1 or watch anywhere on the Fox Sports app.
Gordon, how much time?
I'd say 6 minutes and we're a baked potato.
Reporting structural damage.
The planet's breakup is accelerating.
You shall die!
Don't do this. Hope this works.
It'll work. I think it'll work. I'm capable of causing you great pain, Captain.
Take a message back to your people. Welcome to the galaxy.
Ever wonder why the quarterback is often the best looking guy on a team? Think about it. Who gets the ball in the playground in the 4th or 5th grade? The handsome kid. The girls think he's cute, the boys think he's cool, and this process begins.
You dropping off or picking up?
You know, the thing about dynasties, people say they don't like them, but they watch them.
I'm glad you're on my team. First things first. Weekday mornings on FS1.
Neither team able to get anything going on offense in that 3rd quarter.
Right there, moving an incomplete pass. Darion Conley avoiding the interference. Antonio Brown tipped the ball. Tyre Whitehead running the football. Big play for the Raider defense.
Not a single point scored by either team in the 3rd quarter to get Ben Roethlisberger injured. In the 2nd quarter, stayed in the game to play the first half, and missing. An open Seth Roberts' car. 4th quarter has been a nightmare for John Gruden's team. Of course, the Steelers have let some games get away in the 4th quarter, too, going back last week.
Gave up 18 points in the 4th quarter last week to the Chargers. And I think if you look at John Gruden, the one thing, and I talked to Reggie McKenzie, the general manager of practice on Friday, they're looking for guys to finish, looking for guys to play hard, looking for guys that want to be Raiders. They have a lot of guys that are just trying to make a team or just join the team, and they're playing hard. They should be proud of them so far today. Can they finish?
That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense, number 10. 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
Boy, it's hard enough 3rd and 10. John Gruden, his team now has been hit with 105 yards in penalties, 10 of them in the game.
I just think that's so frustrating that when you have young players and new players and the locker room changeover that they have every week, it's just difficult to beat a really good team like the Steelers with the self-inflicted wounds.
They're down at 15 and Carr rolls, throws, had an open receiver and missed him by 10 feet and nearly threw it into the arms of the safety Sean Davis.
Carr was running down to the receiver, and he wanted him in a different place. Now watch Marcel Aikman. He is open on a little bit of a corner route right here. Carr on the move. Carr thought he was going to sit it down right there. Aikman broke it outside. Now watch him. Get back inside. Get back inside. That's where I'm putting the ball. But that's a rookie, and he's trying to help him out, coach him hard. Canawera. That's on the receiver, by the way, not Carr.
And catch. Oh. And this will hit the covering leader in the back, who will be charged for yet another penalty. It's Nick Nelson. I mean, it doesn't matter who the head coach has been for the Raiders over the last Lord knows how long. Penalty after penalty after penalty among the league leaders, and that's not a good thing every single year.
No, especially if you're a team that, like we say, they're rebuilding. Let's be honest, they're a rebuilding franchise. You're out here playing well against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're fighting for playoff position, right? But you're self-inflicted penalties.
Interference by the kicking team, number 23. 15-yard penalty. Pittsburgh's ball, first down.
And right here, it creates field position, right? They've had good defensive field position. Now you give the Steelers some breathing room. But I want to go back to Derek Carr right here.
Cheer it up, Raider Nation. Let's let the rest of Raider Nation bask in the glory. And
don't break that outside.
This great win today.
Sit that down.
Reliving, replaying, reacting.
Zone coverage.
Thank you for joining us as always.
And man,
it's been a little time on Raider Reaction.
Good job of him coaching, and he's a competitor. He wants to win. But that's leadership right there. Hold that guy accountable, and he'll get better. Aikman's a guy that John Gruden's really excited about.
Now an attack on the penalty yards, and this drive will start from the 32-yard line. Steelers lead 14-10, only 20 seconds have passed in this 4th quarter. And Joshua Dobbs playing the first meaningful minutes of his NFL career. He did not play a single snap all of last season. Easy throw. to Antonio Brown. That'll be a game of close to 6. So let's check in with Kurt.
Well, after Dallas had a 9-0 lead, Dak threw his second interception, and the Eagles turned in the points. Carson Wentz to Alshon Jeffrey. They missed the extra point, but have since added a field goal. So after being down 9-0, it's now 9-9. Got it, Tom, Chris?
We got it. Well, Ben's still moving around over on that sideline, but no sign of a helmet in hand. He's wearing that Steelers cap. Well, this Oakland defense, I know you have a backup quarterback in there, but look, when Ben Roethlisberger was in there, they only allowed 14 points, and the last touchdown came in the final minute of the opening half.
Well, and Paul Gunther is a smart guy, right? So he understands that Randy Finger, the offensive coordinator, is limited to what he's going to call, especially after an interception. So he's going to keep things close to the vest, easy passes, and try to run the football to eat as much clock as they can. And Gunther is adjusted accordingly.
Raiders are right up on the line of scrimmage here.
Land Matt. Take you deep.
Dobbs on a 3rd down. Throws. And it's broken up. And again, it's Kerryon Conley, the #1 pick out of Ohio State, who continues to get better and better seemingly every week.
Well, playing corner is playing confident. Even though you're #1 pick, sometimes you struggle with confidence. Right here, it's just a great break on the football. And again, avoiding running through the receiver. The ball was behind, which allowed Kerryon Conley to get that left hand in. And if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you might be saying, well, Ben would have put that ball outside, so Conley would have had to go through the receiver, get an interference.
Here's a punt by Jordan Garrett. And a fair catch at the 27. Well, if you get some help from Lester Hayes, you better be good.
An empty line. I knew the path.
Thank you for joining us, Raider Nation, as we relive the great victory from today as we bring you the 4th quarter, the entire 4th quarter of today's dramatic win. I am the Commish, coming to you live as always from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios from deep behind the enemy line. It's a little Raider reaction special presentation for you. Thanks for joining us as always, new and old, our band of pirates. We hope you enjoy reliving this great victory from today. Big win. It's always nice when you can beat the Steelers.
What's MVC?
Most valuable client.
I'm your only client.
I'm your only agent.
No, you're not. No worries. We have great rates on motorcycles.
Oh, well, that's too bad because I was going to trade this in for a boat.
We cover that too.
Hop on, Aaron. Sorry, State Farm. No 3rd wheels. This isn't a tricycle. Jan? Yeah. Feels so light.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Well, Josh, you are about to see one amazing finish, my man, so enjoy. Unfortunately, because this is directly after the game, the commercials have not been edited out yet.
You'll only find at Fidelity.
When we replay in the condensed version here in a day or two, all the commercials and everything will be edited out.
Oh, no.
Your brother is about to declare war.
I'm nobody, but I came to save my home and the people that I love. It's juicy. Aquaman, rated PG-13, December 21st.
I want to thank my mom, my manager, my babysitter, lift girl.
Damn, your order is ready?
And I like to thank my dog walker.
It feels like a big win when you get a deal like this. Introducing the new $6 Classic Meal Deal. Make a meal with one of these favorites for just $6. Kevin Lee, Ally Aquinta, Dan Hooker, Edson Barboza. UFC Fight Night, Saturday at 8 Eastern on Fox. Today's game is sponsored by State Farm, here to help life go right.
Of course, one of the greatest coaches in the history of the NFL, then forged a remarkable career as a broadcaster. I know he's dialed in right now, lives in the area. Legendary John Madden led the Raiders in '76 to an AFC Championship win over these Steelers. 2 weeks later, won the Super Bowl. Went to the Hall of Fame in 2006. And a first down completion to Jordy Nelson.
You know, you see I was lucky enough to be on the all-man team. Used to get this sweatshirt. So one of my kids wore this sweatshirt one day. I saw him wear it, and I grounded him for 3 weeks. You don't touch that. That sweatshirt's are
Grounded your son for wearing a sweatshirt.
That's 3 weeks. Yes, automatic. The man sweatshirt.
Wide open. And that's a receiver he was just talking to a little while ago, Aidman.
Yeah, and that's the trust to come back to a guy. Just a great throw. This is a flick of the wrist. First of all, the route, right? It's a quick set, and he's going to throw him open. But why he goes that direction? Because you have a linebacker on a wide receiver. Smart quarterbacks, good quarterbacks will take advantage of that every time. Such a strong arm throw, too. That was a flick.
Well, of course, each side pointing the other way, and it's going to be against the Raiders yet again.
Well, sorry. Offense number 75. 5-yard penalty.
It's been a tough day for the rookie Brandon Parker. From executive producer Ridley Scott, starring Mark Paul Gosler, The Passage comes to Fox this January. Can One Girl Save Humanity? Based on the best-selling trilogy, The Passage premieres this January only on Fox.
Parker's done a pretty decent job against T.J. Watt on pass protection all day. T.J. Watt's a handful out on that edge.
Well, penalties 125 yards. Richard came in with over 55 receptions on this season. He does not have a single catch in the game today. You see the last 5 receptions, they had that fumble, but then took it right back away on the interception by Whitehead.
Yeah, they're playing with their defenses, I think, playing their best ball game of the year. Competing, running around, making plays, playing with a lot of confidence, knocking balls down. And can this offense capitalize? Good field position.
Scrambles away and delivers on the money. It'll be short of a first down, but a significant pickup on second down to Nelson.
Carr has great pocket presence. Looking over here and getting a pre-snap read on Jordy Nelson, but the pressure's coming, steps up, buys himself time, keeps his eyes downfield, and it's an excellent job of Jordy Nelson working back to the quarterback on scramble drill to cut the distance and create some separation between he and the defensive back.
All right, it's going to be a 3rd down and 5. We need to get to the 31.
Again, Jared Cook working right here. Morgan Burnett, a matchup they liked in the first half.
Instead, they come back to Aitman, who just lowers his shoulder and picks up the first down to the 29-yard line. I don't know if Carr has looked at Jared Cook on a 3rd down since the first drive of the game.
Well, first of all, this is a nice little pick route by the Raiders. He hasn't, but watch Jordy Nelson run out and screen off the corner. You see him screen off the corner? That allowed the corner has to go over top, allowed space for the slant route to work. Jordy Nelson was not part of that play. He had one job, force the corner to go over top of him to give room to the underneath receiver. It's a great play by Jordy Nelson.
29-yard line. They give it to Richard. And maybe a yard. Here's Kirk Menefee.
Well, since trading for Amari Cooper, the Cowboys are 4-0. Could they make it 5-0 today against the Eagles? That beautiful pass from Dak to Cooper. 28-yard score, and that's the difference right now. Cowboys up a touchdown with under 8 minutes to go in regulation.
Tom?
Cowboys, they want something, they go after it, don't they? They gave a lot up to get Amari. He's paid off so far.
On second down, flushed out of the pocket, and will wisely throw it away. You know, we were talking to John Gruden. So much has been made as the season has gone on about trading away Khalil Mack just before the year began. They trade away Amari Cooper and let some other guys kind of get out the door. And he said, look, we won 6 games with this group a year ago. 6 wins in a season doesn't get you to playoffs.
Well, they've made the decision. I think when he was hired, they made the decision that they're going to rebuild this thing. And I'll tell you, the one thing that he can be proud of today, no matter how this game ends up, these guys are competing. All of them. And some of these guys were on the street last week, hanging out watching TV. Don't bring them in.
Nelson is able to spin inside the 20. He needed to get to the 19 for a first down. He looks like he's just short. Oh boy, decision time now with 8:50 to go for John Gruden.
Yeah, I think it's no decision. Line up and go. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Obviously, he loaded the hard count. Watch Mike Tomlin probably hurt the hard count. But I think it's the right call to go for it. Absolutely, no question about it.
Oakland only 4 of 13 on fourth down this year. And they will get the first down. Richard. And the ball is picked up. I believe they said it was already down. But it is enough for a first down. Richard is claiming that he should be in the end zone.
15-yard line. It's Oakland's ball, 1st and 10.
Rodney Hudson, the center, does a great job of coming off a double team and swinging his hips, cutting off Ford. And Richard is down by contact. But that's just a tremendous job of Rodney Hudson coming off a double team, getting to the second level, defined by linebackers. Let's see.
Let's make sure.
Elbows down. Balls down, elbows down. Play on. Let's go.
And on they play. Richard able to slither in among some of the Steeler defenders, and he's down close to the 11-yard line. And again, no Ben Roethlisberger, at least not so far in his second half. We saw him up walking around, threw the football a couple of times, left with a rib injury at the end of the first half. The Steelers have been shut out without Roethlisberger here in the second half by the Raiders. The 11th play of this drive for Oakland. Carr to Cook, who simply dropped. I think it's the first time they've thrown him the ball in the second half.
It's just a rare situation, too, because you don't see Jared Cook drop the ball in games or practice. Perfectly thrown ball. I think he was excited about trying to make Edmonds miss after the catch. He's finished the play. He understands.
Raiders lead the NFL in drop passes this season. In fact, they dropped more passes than any team in football the last 5 seasons.
This is where I'm going, right here. This matchup right there. I attack that right now.
And that's Richard you're talking about. And the catch is made by Nelson. How in the world did Joe Hayden not get a hand on that football? What a throw.
The concentration, because Joe Hayden's going to get in the throwing lane just a little bit late with that left arm. And right under the defender's arm, and Jordy Nelson, tremendous concentration, bringing it in.
Well, that's a big-time throw and a big-time catch to focus on hauling that one in. Steelers now facing 1st and goal for the Raiders at the 2-yard line. They're going to run it and drop for a loss behind the line of scrimmage is Martin, and there's to it.
Stephon Tuitt right here is going to slice down inside with a nice little swim move. Avoids the offensive blocker and is able to get the tackle for loss. The offensive tackle dropped his head, missed his target, and Tuitt came through with a pass rush move on a run play to get the TFL tackle for loss.
Right, so back up the yard, 2nd down and goal from the 3. They come back the other way, and now there's a touchdown for the Raiders. Lee Smith. He had not had a touchdown in 4 years, and now he has touchdowns in back-to-back games.
So everybody's focus is on Cook coming from this side. Smith has to be patient. He's going to do what we call a tight end sneak route. He's just going to try to get lost. Number 98, Vince Williams, has him in coverage. And Carr lets it develop, uses his eyes to move defenders toward Cook. Then he hits Smith on the tight end delay. Sneak route.
So now a very, very important point after. And it sneaks inside the right upright. Is Big Ben coming back? Lee Smith from the Marshall Thundering Herd.
If you look around, the whole world's coming together now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Delivery. Can you feel it?
Alexa, turn on the light.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I'm Ray, and I quit smoking with Chantix. Smoking, it dictates your day. I didn't like something having control over me. I wanted to stop. The thing is, I didn't know how.
Chantix, along with support, helps you quit smoking.
Chantix reduced my urge to smoke, and to the point that I could quit.
When you try to quit smoking, with or without Chantix, you may have nicotine withdrawal symptoms. Some people have changes in behavior or thinking, aggression, hostility, agitation, depressed mood, or suicidal thoughts or actions with Chantix. Serious side effects may include seizures, new or worse heart or blood vessel problems, sleepwalking, or allergic and skin reactions, which can be life-threatening. Stop Chantix and get help right away if you have any of these. Tell your healthcare provider if you've had depression or other mental health problems. Decrease alcohol use while taking Chantix. Use caution when driving or operating machinery. The most common side effect is nausea.
For me, Chantix worked. Boom. End of story.
Talk to your doctor about Chantix.
He's gonna do it! You gotta see this! Oh, he's gonna do it! I got him. All right. How about another game?
What makes a light beer great? That it has more taste, or that it's less filling? Yes, and yes. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
This is a tremendous job of Carr setting it up with his eyes. Lee Smith patient on the tight end sneak route. Kind of get lost in between all those big offensive linemen. Just a well-designed play by John Gruden. Lee Smith said, I'm tired of blocking. I want to catch a touchdown, and he did. It's a great play call by Coach Gruden. Can the Steelers answer? Playoffs. That's what Mike Tomlin told us. They start now.
And the question is, will we see Ben Roethlisberger coming back here for the final 5:20? Shannon, any word on that? Here he comes.
Yeah, it looks like he's going in there, Tom. You know, over the last defensive drive that the guys were just out there, we saw Ben Roethlisberger slowly getting warmed up. He threw the ball a little bit, walked around, grabbed his gloves, walked around. Did not grab his helmet to the very last minute. They did not rule him out, obviously, but he's going in to try to win this game.
40 times in the regular season, including twice this year. Ben Roethlisberger has led his team to a game-winning drive in the fourth quarter or overtime. Does he have a 41st inning? First down thrown right on the button. And that's the biggest gain of the afternoon for Antonio Brown, who's had a very quiet day.
This is an easy read for Ben because of the zone defense that the Raiders are playing. Antonio Brown is going to find that hole. Remember, in zone, the rule is sit it down. And man, you take it across. He finds the hole, sits it down. He and Ben Roethlisberger, of course, are on the same page.
Steelers have 2 timeouts remaining, and of course we have a 2-minute warning, but a long way to go, just under 5. And a pump fake, they dump it off out of the backfield. And it's Samuels breaking a couple of tackles and across midfield.
Well, Jalen Samuels, Mike Tomlin was excited about not only what he can do as a running back, but more importantly, what he brings to the table here. Ben Roethlisberger understands where his check down is, missed tackles in space. Worley went for the football instead of the legs. When you go You got to get the football. You're going to miss tackles. Go get him, wrap him up, try to strip him, miss tackle. Samuels makes it pay.
First down, pump fake it down the middle of the field. Defenders go down and Roethlisberger missed it.
Well, they had it.
Ben missed a touchdown throw last week to Justin Hunter. And that was a play. Hunter wound up diving for the ball and hurt his shoulder. And now look, Smith-Schuster just getting up. We do have a penalty flag down on the far side.
Before the pass was thrown, holding defense number 21. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So a couple things real quick. Gareon Conley's had great breaks on the ball. He broke up an out cut last time. Set him up with an out and up. And this is a smart play by Gareon. Understanding he was beat, he was able to reach out and just grab him enough to get a 5-yard penalty. You get to holding, it's only a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down as opposed to the pass interference. But that was set up by Randy Fichtner, Ben Roethlisberger, and Juju Smith-Schuster because of the great break last series that Conley had on the outcut.
And Conley's had a couple of them in the game today. Now Big Ben dumps it off to Samuels again with blockers in front of him. And he is shot down, spun down to the 20-yard line, and Samuels all of a sudden coming alive with Roethlisberger back in the game.
Well, screen pass, right? And Jalen Samuels understands the concept of screen, is very patient letting this set up. Acting like he's going to pass pro, turns around, the Steelers' athletic offensive line downfield, getting a hat on a hat, and Samuels doing business in open field.
23-yard gain, Roethlisberger back in the game, and Pittsburgh on the move, down 3. Simple pitch and catch to Smith-Schuster. Another first down. Obviously, they're not in the end zone yet. They haven't kicked a field goal yet.
Well,
Yes, you or I could have made these last 3 passes, but there's something different about having Roethlisberger on the play.
Well, the play calling's different because your whole playbook is opened up. With Dobbs is conservative. With Big Ben, everything's opened up. Right there, Gareon Conley jumped inside. He's got to jump outside to force that ball to cut in. Again, just knowing what you're doing and the athletic ability of the Steelers to get downfield to block on all screens by all positions.
Pump fake. Look the other way. Protection all day to throw. And Smith-Schuster is inside the 2, down to the 1. First down and goal, Pittsburgh. It's Roethlisberger. His team shut out here in the second half. Has come back into the game for the first time in the second half and has him a yard away from a touchdown and a lead.
On the offensive line, just tremendous job of allowing him to sit there, survey the field. And no defensive back 7 can cover anybody for that long. Not with Ben Roethlisberger and the wealth of talent he has around him.
And that is a touchdown for Smith-Schuster. Boy, what a dangerous throw that was.
It's almost picked.
Wow. And it's a touchdown for the Steelers as Roethlisberger brings him back again.
Well, this is just a pitch, right? And he's going to sneak in right behind these guys. But watch the play right here. That's number 56, Demontre Moore, who just signed off the street this week. Almost makes a great play. Just loses sight of the football. Concentration by Smith-Schuster. Those are picks. That's just a great job. Those are legal picks. They didn't make contact until the ball was caught. They're lucky because Demontre Moore just off the street almost made a great play for the Raiders. Almost made a great play for the Raiders.
Still 2:55 to go, and this is a critical point after. And we mentioned that Boswell has missed 5 of those this year. He had 1 today hit off the upright and go through. So this is no gimme. Bad snap. And it is good. How about that play made by the punter, Jordan Berry? Roethlisberger back, 6 for 6, 70 yards, and a touchdown for the Steelers.
Rated M for mature.
Shine. we fly? Shall we then say goodnight to me goodbye? Shall we fly? Shall we fly? Shall we fly?
Acqua di Gio, Absolute, the new sensuality, Giorgio Armani. At Macy's, the gift destination.
Luis?
Stephanie, hola.
Opportunity is everywhere. Like here, where you can explore the world, knowing you can always find your way home.
Dependability, honesty, integrity, just like in the military and at the Air Force Academy, and certainly for my family, my grandfather, those are the things I'm always getting when I'm dealing with USAA. You can always depend that you're going to be able to get someone on the phone. Those people are going to be friendly, and they're going to be able to help you with whatever you need done. You never feel like you're just a number. You always feel like an individual when you're dealing with USAA. I'm Joe Lombardi, and I'm a USAA member for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
Introducing the $6 King Box. Choose from the Flame Grilled Whopper or 3 other favorites and get fries, a drink, and 2 cookies for just $6. The $6 King Box, only at Burger King.
This is not another 18-blade razor, because this is one blade from Philips Norelco. A blade for beards and stubble. Shape and shave any length and be your best you with one blade from Philips Norelco. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco.
It's the game's next generation of stars. Deshaun, Darnold, Baker, and Chubb. Saturday is NFL Saturday. Saturday starting at 4:30, only on NFL Network.
The ultimate front runner is Mr. Mo. Mr. Momentum. It was Smith and the Raiders a moment ago, and it swings the other way to Roethlisberger and the Steelers. With 2:55 to go and a 4-point Steelers lead. But now Derek Carr will have a chance. I mentioned earlier today a heartbreaking loss for the Ravens, but one certainly celebrated by these Steelers, who have a chance to go to 8-4-1, pick up a full game on the Ravens.
And this is where their defense has to win the ball game for them now. The Raiders have 1 timeout left with a 2-minute stoppage, so that gives them 2 stops the clock. See what Derek Carr can do. He's playing really well. Played his best game under John Gruden last week. He's played really well today. Now's a chance to make something happen.
15 game-winning drives for Carr in his young career. And on first down, good protection. And this is Richard, his first catch of the game. And boy, did he take a hit by Cameron Hayward.
Now, you know, when you have defensive linemen making plays on checkdowns, that's effort, that's hustle, that's leadership, that's Cam Hayward. Anytime you can make a play like that as a defensive lineman, that's a benefit to everybody, and it fires everybody up.
Well, Hayward voted by his teammates as the captain of this Steelers defense. Carr steps away from trouble, and it's Aikman again, first down to the 40-yard line. Yes, it is a catch.
Well, that's a kid that's growing up right before Derek Carr's eyes, John Gruden's eyes, Reggie McKenzie's eyes, getting better and better, and Carr's starting to get confidence in the big receiver, the rookie out of Oklahoma State.
Well, Carr wants him to run another play before the 2-minute warning, and they will. Steps up, throws to Cook and a first down to take us to the 2-minute warning. Oh, Mr. Momentum. Did I say he's a fickle sort?
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line, this is a Raider reaction, special presentation of the dramatic fourth quarter of today's amazing win against the Squealers in Oaktown. Great win. Share it up. Let's bring all the Raider Nation in that we can to try and enjoy and relive this final drive right here as we take the win. Big win. I seen the turnaround last week, and I continue to see it this week. Thank you for joining us. As always, we appreciate any second you spend with us here at Raider Reaction. Like and follow the page. Make sure you check out the pinned post at the top of our page, as we have a special contest going on where we're giving away one gigantic, big badass box of Raider swag on the first of the year, on January 1st, 2019. So make sure you check it out so you can get your entry and get your name in the hat. Thank you as always.
That was a mental game.
1835.
For joining us, our band of pirates.
Tapping again?
Oh, you just tap to pay.
Mental game.
Now you can tap to pay with Visa. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
This weekend at Target, get 25% off kitchen appliances and cookware. 25% off home fries. 25% off home brews. And 25% off home sweet home. Weekend deals, only at Target.
I am an Instagram boyfriend, but now that rolled chicken tacos are back at Taco Bell,
Son's had hard hands.
my hands are tied. Let's just enjoy this moment.
Take the picture.
Rolled chicken tacos are back with your choice of dips, only at Taco Bell.
Count Pamplemousse, since you are my guest, I will try your meat.
Indeed, he's got an amazing mouthfeel.
Nope, I can't do it. 2 Bud Lights, please.
But I don't like Bud Light.
They're both for me.
Bud Light, for the many, not the few.
12 celebrities sing undercover in America's biggest guessing game ever.
Oh, snap!
The Masked Singer premieres January 2nd on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, reminding you to not drink and ride your horse.
Former great for the silver and black, our dear friend Matt Millen. 9 years, won a Super Bowl in both Oakland and Los Angeles, and we're certainly praying for him.
Yep.
Waiting on a heart transplant, one of our favorite guys.
Great player, great analyst, better person.
No doubt.
With you, Matt.
I'll tell you, no doubt.
These two guys have done a pretty good job. Miller and Parker all day for rookies. It's the #1 sack defense in the league.
Goes down from the 47. Carr airs it out to the catch is made by Seth Roberts inside the 10.
We know that Tampa 2 defense. This is Morgan Burnett. His job is to run all the way vertical with the wide receiver. Carr just drops a dime inside of that over the linebacker. The head's a little bit late. Except Roberts, under pressure, no contact was coming, was able to finish.
That was an unbelievable throw.
It's a great throw. Great throw.
Now, remember now, on 2 challenges, the Raiders lost timeouts in this game. So only 1 left, and they need a touchdown. Field goal didn't do it. They give it to Richard, and again, they cannot stop the clock, so they run it with a 1:11 to go, and that clock continues to run. And they don't appear to be, apparently, they're going to let that clock continue to go. I don't know what's going on here, Chris. That's a lot of time they're killing right now.
Yeah, they've got a plan. They trust the plan. They understand what they want to do with it. Carr's in complete control. They try to sneak one in there with the run. Now the ball's going to be thrown. 3 straight plays. And again, I like the matchup with Richard in the slot.
Here comes a blitz. And Carr just has to throw it away. That was Hilton coming off the edge, and there's an injured Raider on the field.
And we have 2 linemen limping around down there for the Raiders.
There you have Gabe Jackson, their right guard.
Feliciano was limping a little bit, starting at left guard. Guys are tough, though. They'll figure it out. Try to finish, do the best that they can.
All right, so you got a 3rd down and goal. Blitz coming again. Carr lofts it to Cook in the end zone. And it's batted away. Excellent coverage by the veteran Morgan Burnett. So here we go, 4th and goal.
And they're trying to work a crossing route right here. And Morgan Burnett working on Cook. Does a good job of jamming him at the line of scrimmage, keeps in contact. Has his eyes with the field right there. Could have been a holding call called. See that? He's hooking the arm. Technically, that should have been a penalty. It was not, but he made the play. You're not allowed to grab the arm like that. I mean, that's a play. We see that called in, week out. If you're hooking the arm, that's a holding. But
well, it was not called this time, and Chris Spielman, I don't know. We came out here, I don't know how you felt when we went to the Raiders practice on Friday that they had a fighting chance, but after watching them last week, you knew they would compete, and you pointed out all day today.
Yeah, they have heart and they have spirit. They believe in John Gruden. Derek Carr's playing his best football of the year. He's the cornerstone of this franchise, and this would be a great win for him, but the Steelers are a proud group. They're playing the playoffs, 4th down, line up, and let's find out.
All right, here we go. 4th down and goal from just outside the 5-yard line. All right, where are you going here?
Well, you got to look at Cook, right? I still like Richard, but if he's not in the slot, then forget him. It's either Cook or Jordy Nelson. There's Jordy Nelson right there inside. There's Cook right there.
And there's a touchdown to Derek Carrier. You bet Lee Smith to round out a touchdown in 3.5 years until the last 2 weeks. Carrier had a grand total of 5 catches all year long, and this is his first touchdown.
Out and in. Jordy Nelson occupies 2 guys. You have number 28, Mike Hilton, thinking that Carrier was going to run the corner route. He drops way back into the end zone. Carrier pulls it back, and Carr knows where he's going to be. Easy pitch and catch.
And you think John Gruden's fired up? You better believe it. But again, a critical point after. To make it a 3-point game, Carr goes 5 of 7 on the drive for 74 yards, and Feliciano needs help getting off the field, and Carr's right there to wrap him up.
Jordy Nelson occupies 2 guys. You said it. Carrier and Lee Smith making touchdown plays in the red zone.
You know, you talked about guys they just brought in off the street, or guys that, you know, not only one team maybe didn't want him back. Carrier's been with 4 teams in 2 years.
Yeah.
And what about this throw to Seth Roberts?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about big-time throws right there, and why Raider fans around the country should be excited about this, because right now, John Gruden and Derek Carr